Hi friends, how are you doing today? I am doing a reading right now on career blockages, anything that is limiting us from our living our most expansive purpose as it relates to our work and career. So I'm excited to see what comes up. I'm going to start with doing the internal energies around it. I'm going to check in with the masculine and feminine components of us, and then our third energy, and then I will check the external energies. So we'll start with the feminine. She jumps right out. And where did that card go? Okay. Ooh, 3 of challenges. Okay. Not the greatest start. That's all right. It's a general reading. Anybody who's watching this might be struggling. That's maybe why you're watching a reading. You're looking for some guidance, and that's why we're here. All right, now for the masculine. Okay, good. All right, and what does the shared energy internally want us to know? 9 of visions. Okay, it's not all grim, y'all. All right, 3 of challenges. So what this says to me in the 3 of challenges, the same as the 3 of swords, usually that there's some heartbreak, there's some hurt, there's some transition, maybe having to step away from something. This could also be, because it's a dad stepping away from his 2 children, it could be struggles of finding work-life balance as it relates to being with your family, prioritizing, when to prioritize the kids, when to prioritize yourself. There could just be some struggle going on with that. What's beautiful, though, is the masculine side of us. So I feel like that's very emotional. That's very like the feminine flow. She wants to be free. She doesn't want to be restricted. She wants to show up for all the things that are important to her, but she's experiencing some conflict. So with the masculine, we get the wild heart. So this is the same as the Fool card. And what we learned from this in this image here is what I feel is like the masculine sides of us are come in structure and create new solutions to old problems. So I really feel like the masculine side of us is balancing of like, oh, this doesn't have to be a problem anymore. There's this expansive new reality to tap into. There's lots of new options, more thoughts. And what is birthed of this, and what the shared energy between the two wants us to know, is that the 9 of visions. So this is the 9 of cups. This is the Make-A-Wish card. So this feels very hopeful. So if you've been feeling stuck or like tumultuous or any of that sort of thing that's been going on, well, you have an opportunity right now to break free of that. That the structures aren't so rigid that you can't work around it. Now, in order for us to get out of a problem, we have to get to the solution. We have to do solution-oriented thinking. So I like to do a practice where you can like reverse engineer. So you imagine where you want to be, what that feels like. Maybe we'll just use the example of maybe you want to spend more time with your family or your loved ones or your dogs. All families, friends, whatever. You want to create more space for yourself to be more in a flow. So in order to do that, you get into the thing of what does it feel like when you are in the flow? What does it feel like to have more time, to feel more free? And you get into that feeling state. And the more you get into that feeling state, you start to get images and ideas, and things are moving in and through so that you can experience what this solution-oriented thinking is, which is already there. You already have access to it. What a great sign. And I love this so much. Dreams are coming true. So we're going to look at, and I don't know if you can hear that. There's some sawing going on. All right, so we're going to look at what this looks like externally as it relates to career. So we want to see the external things as it relates to the feminine, and as it ties into this internal energy is what's going on. Ooh, Ace of Swords reversed. Okay. And how about for the masculine? 4 of Wands, celebration. Okay. And shared, Queen of Wands. Okay. So what I see here is there's still part of us that's maybe resisting the divine flow in the physical as it relates to this in the flow. Now, what I'm kind of seeing with this Ace of Wands, which is generally just, again, new visions and everything, but it came up reversed. So what I'm seeing with this is, again, what did I just say? Reverse engineering. You really have to flip your perspective upside down to allow these new thoughts to come in so that you can get the structure that you need to have the freedom that you want. Love that. I don't even know if I can say it again. So to have the freedom you want, you've got to get the structure that you need, right? We reverse engineered that thought even. Okay, so, and this is absolutely possible through the practice I just offered, in addition to many other things. You can open yourselves to conversations. You could even just do some headstands for a while. Get a little more energy into your brain. Get things flowing in a different way. Reverse your perspective, all right? So here comes the Four of Wands, and I always feel like the Four of Wands is like a celebration card. It's a union card. It's coming together in community. It's coming together for a party, that sort of thing. So the fact that the masculine is offering this externally just shows me that the problem has been solved and we are well on our way towards whatever we want. So it's like getting into that celebratory energy. What I'm also feeling is like, because there's so many transitions going on right now as it relates to old earth, new earth, there's so much like cleaning out the old house so you can move into the new house sort of deal. Like there's so much of this going on, and it's very beautiful because we are in this transition thing, but eventually we just have to move. You can't keep going back and forth. So I do feel like there's an invitation through those mental energies to just like allow and trust that all is well. Now the third energy that comes up is the Queen of Wands, all right? And she is a master creator, right? She sees it. She's like, oh, there it is. That's the thing I want. Poof, it's here. There we go. She's really grounding in the dreams. She's bringing them into being. She's having fun while doing it. She's definitely in the celebratory of this, and she's definitely in the illumination of this. So this is really beautiful. This is all coming through so strong and clear. All right, I'm going to draw two more cards, and I'm just any more medicine or any more wisdom around a career. Okay, we got a card immediately. We got Passion Flower, which is surrender, and then I'm going to draw an animal medicine for us, which is salmon. Okay, so this is what I find is divine balance, right? So surrender, you would think would be like the salmon giving up and not trying to swim upstream anymore. But the salmon has purpose. He wants to swim upstream. He wants to feel that current and has been driven by this great inner purpose. So when it comes to your career, I think that this balance is like surrender with purpose is the message overall of this reading. It is the message of your career right now. If you know where you're going, if your heart's been in the right place, if you know what you want to cultivate, if you can reverse engineer of what it looks like when you're, and when I say reverse engineer, don't just do the problem, do the long-term vision. Go to like when you're 109 years old and being like, my God, I lived the best life ever. It's because you lived it with surrender and purpose. You understood what your purpose is, but you allowed it to unfold. You didn't stay stuck on it not being here or not being the way you wanted. You said, hey, life is a beautiful orchestration and I am here for it. Anything can show up. Anything is beautiful, and everything that shows up is bringing me closer to the vision, to the feeling that I'm already cultivating and what I can already feel inside myself. So overall, I give you this grand message of surrender with purpose, all right? That is our passion flower salmon. There we go. And I think I shared this on a video the other day, but two little ladybugs landed on my steering wheel the other day, and they were on top of each other. I don't know if they were having sex or one was just getting a piggyback ride, but they landed on top of my steering wheel, and I just looked at them and I watched them all move around, and I just observed and I go, oh my gosh, it's passion with purpose and the drive to get there. And I feel like that's kind of the same message. Like, embrace the opportunities that show up, embrace the solutions, even if it's not the solution that solves it all, embrace it as a part of the puzzle, because there's so much available to us, and we are so expansive, we are so abundant. And when you're tapped into that infinite prosperity within yourself, that I am infinite freedom, I am like the infiniteness, I am what I am that I am, we can be it all. We are all things. So I share this with such excitement because I can feel it for myself, I can feel it for you, and I'm so grateful you tuned into this reading today so that you could get that little bit of attunement, that you could get some clarity, hopefully, and yeah, launch yourself into this brave, bold new world that we are stepping forth into. So many blessings to you. I'm so excited. Feel free to comment. Let me know what's going on or how this resonates. Many blessings, Aho.